Live at Higgins Stadium on the campus of Ithaca College, it is Ithaca College women's field hockey as they take on SUNY Brockport as their non-conference slate continues. It's a beautiful, clear 71-degree Wednesday evening here on the South Hill. I'm Morgan Spriggs along with Max Raymond for your pregame coverage. And Max, Ithaca is coming in with a 4-2 record facing Brockport as 3-1. What has led so far to this Bomber success in the early part of the season?
The success has been a result of two things, and it's just been great play on both the offensive and defensive side of the game. Offensively, this team has done a great job simply just stepping up and playing and filling in the holes that were left of the seniors behind, playing at a level that has been asked of them and that has been needed. 10 different goal scorers, 7 of which the juniors. And the defensive side of things, it's just been a great job holding the opponents, limiting their shots, limiting their scoring opportunities, only giving up a total of 4 goals on the season. It's just been an incredible job by this team up and down the roster.
Yeah, I mean, especially because you have to give a lot of credit to this coaching staff, especially because of the upperclassmen losses from 2024. Natalie Descalso, among many others, part of the graduates from this program, but they haven't skipped a beat. Now let's talk about Brockport. They have a 3-1 mark on the season, and it's really come from their youth. That's what all the success is coming from. Who is the most valuable player from this team, Max, and how have they been having so much success early on?
Well, I think that the value really comes from the coaching staff. When you look at this roster, one senior, only a handful of juniors, the entire roster is almost solely freshmen. It is a young team, an inexperienced team, not just when it comes to being on the field at the collegiate level, but also when it comes to playing with each other. And the fact that they've been able to, they being the coaching staff, pull this team together, bring them to a 3-1 record, and be a really good competitive team. When we look at the matchups and who they've played, 2 games ago against Rochester, their only loss in the season, 3-0 in Rochester, currently ranked 23rd. So the coaching staff has done a great job preparing this team, unifying them, and allowing them to be able to compete at a high level.
On Saturday afternoon, the Bombers had a comeback win against SUNY Geneseo 2-1 to improve their record of 4-2. It was a huge win over the number 17 team in Division 3. And this is the first win on Saturday that the Bombers have given up a goal and they've emerged victorious. Brady Sullivan with a goal and Bria Shaw with the game winner. Talk about that and how important it was for the Bombers' outlook going into conference play shortly.
Well, when we look at the game prior, it was against the Cortland Red Dragons, an arch nemesis and the biggest rival of the Bombers. It was a 1-0 loss. And after that game, I got a chance to talk to Coach Wahila, and she talked about how the team came out with great energy, but they need to keep it going, especially when behind. They've got to be able to have the composure and be able to handle being down and bounce back from that. And immediately, the very following game, they're down 1-0 again, and they're able to do it. A lot of it came off of the success of the corners. Corners are really crucial, and in that game against Cortland, Ithaca was 0 for 9. They had 9 opportunities, did not score on any of them. In the game against Geneseo, both of their goals came off of the corners. So being able to learn from their lessons and past troubles of the game prior and being able to make those changes has led to great success already, and I expect continued success moving forward.
We have a change in net for Coach Wahila's Bombers. Maeve Clark, after making the first 6 starts of the season, is out tonight. Abby Cannon will make her first collegiate start. She's appeared in 2 games this season. Talk about that and the goaltending change here tonight, Max.
Well, again, when we look at the coaching staff of the Bombers, it's really good. They know what they're doing. They're all veteran when it comes to coaching as well as putting this team together. So not expecting much when it comes to changes. I expect Cannon to continue to go out there and play at a high level, just as Maeve Clark was. Of course, it's no longer your initial starter, so you might be feeling a little different. But when it comes to this actual team, I think they're very confident in Cannon and net, and they're going to continue to go out and play their game as they have been throughout the season.
So the Bombers are really, really strong when they're scoring goals. Of course, they usually win the game. Their only loss this season, their loss to Cortland was a 1-0 shutout. They lost to number 18 or Sinus 2-1 back in the second game of the season. Usually when they lose, it's very low-scoring games. But what can the Bombers do offensively to really pick up Abby Cannon in her first career start and that balanced attack? What can they do today?
keep the pressure going. When we look at this Ithaca team, and it's not just about the attack, but it's also about how these attacking players have played defensively. They've done a great job this season at dropping back and making plays in transition and preventing opposing offenses from even so much as having an opportunity to try and set up a play. So when it comes to the attacking side of things, yes, continuous applied pressure in the offensive zone, but even on the defensive zone, continuing to do what they've been doing all year, which is just pressure applied to the opposing team.
Assistant coach Mo Ordung talked with Devin Jarvis, who will be on the call in just a few moments, about the defense. Coach Ordung coaches the defense here for the Bombers, and she talked about how the strikers have been really great, and the midfield attackers have been fabulous in not allowing shots. So just talk about overall the defense for this Bomber team and how they've been able to be so strong, whether it's Clark in net or Abby Cannon coming in. Just talk about, Max, how the defense has been so strong for the Bombers all year long.
Well, the defensive mindset is that everybody's going to go out there and everyone's going to be aggressive and make a play. Whether you're a midfielder, you're a attackman, or you're a defenseman, you're looking to make a play on all facets of the game, and that has allowed them to have the edge, being able to have members drop back, play defense, and having the confidence that you don't need to hang some players up offensively to try to take advantage of an odd player rush the other way. And so having the confidence that you can execute on offense and being able to bring all your players back defensively allows you to have the advantage in games.
My last question for you, what is your first half prediction for this game?
I expect the Bombers to come out aggressive and hot. I think that they're going to get 2 goals early in this game.
All right, well, that's going to do it for our pre-game coverage. We'll be back for halftime and, of course, post-game. Andrew Roberts and Devin Jarvis will be on the call here for the 52nd all-time meeting between the Golden Eagles and the Ithaca Bombers. Stay with us here on Ithaca College Athletics. We'll be right back.
For the 52nd all-time meeting between the SUNY Brockport Golden Eagles and the Ithaca College Bombers, welcome to Higgins Stadium for our field hockey contest between one of the Liberty League's best, the defending champion Bombers, against the Brockport Golden Eagles, looking to spoil the fantastic start to the season that it has been for the Bombers. Devin Jarvis alongside Andrew Roberts for our coverage. Andrew, what a game we have today. The Bombers red hot after a recent win against ranked SUNY Geneseo, and they're looking to keep the momentum rolling.
Oh, absolutely. Bombers now 1-1 against ranked opponents, and this is a Brockport team that has not beat a ranked team this year. Ithaca is at number 21. They have been right in there with the ranked competition, and it's really been a very quick turnaround for this Ithaca team. Lost Natalie Descalso in the offseason, as well as many of their other top scorers, and other players have been able to step up for this team. Bria Shaw, Peyton Yonner, and most notably Audrey McMahon with 7 points, 3 goals so far.
The third member of our team, and Molly Golden, joins us on the sideline. Molly, welcome.
Thanks, boys. Happy to be with you. And you guys were mentioning that bounce back after Cortland. Bombers able to get back after a heartbreaker loss to Cortland, and they beat the nationally ranked SUNY Geneseo. And I talked to Coach Bahila before tonight, and she just credited it all to her team's chemistry. She always preaches high fives, hugs, pointing and rushing after big plays. And she also credited her team for staying so composed and staying so together. One of her big things that she preaches, as long as with her leadership group preaches as well. I'll be down here for the entire thing. Back up to you guys.
Molly. Thank you very much, Molly. And you look at that most recent game, Bria Shaw with the game winner in 31 minutes or 31 minutes into the contest. Just a fantastic game against number 17 in SUNY Geneseo. But the contest we have at our fingertips today as the SUNY Brockport Golden Eagles come to Higgins Stadium to face Ithaca on the South Hill. 3-1 record right now, should be a formidable opponent for this Ithaca Bombers
definitely.
team.
And Lauren Mastromarco going to be in net today for SUNY Brockport. The team has received all 3 of their victories with Mastromarco in net. It was Caitlin Banning in net for the loss to Rochester, so we'll see how the Bombers are able to compete against Mastromarco tonight.
Abby Cannon in net for the Bombers today, as was covered by our pregame crew of Morgan Spriggs and Max Raymond. How does that change what the Ithaca Bombers do today with a new goaltender in net who they haven't seen before in a starter position?
Yeah, I mean, Abby Cannon really has only seen action off the bench so far. Maeve Clark has had a huge impact on this team, but it's just going to mean more emphasis on the defense. Led by Reese Abramson, the senior, I think that unit is going to be very strong today. They haven't let up many shots, so should be more of the same there to make it a smooth transition for Abby Cannon here.
Before we get going, let's cover the starters for both sides today, beginning with the Ithaca Bombers. Eliza Bellaro, Mia Woodard, Brady Sullivan, Abby Hennessy, Brooke Snyder, Tony Iriardi, as well as Reese Abrahamson, Nicole Kornweiss, Peyton Yonner, and Brenna Schoenfeld, capped off by Abby Cannon in net as your starters. For the other side, the Brockport Golden Eagles, in net they have Lauren Mastromarco, Claire Devine caps off the field players as starters, Autumn Kramer, Cassidy Pato, McKenna Hart, Elise Brady, Ava Sanchez, Emily Nestor, Sophia Jones, Tara Lynn McLaughlin, and Allison Green are your starters for the Brockport Golden Eagles. Excited to get this contest going here on the Ithaca College Bombers Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back after a short break for First Touch. Back on Bombers Sports YouTube. First touch coming up between SUNY Brockport and the Ithaca College Bombers for their 6th for Ithaca and 5th game of the season for the Golden Eagles. A matchup at hand that has been decided by Ithaca's favor over the past 2 meetings in 2024 and 2023. These two teams have met going all the way back at least once to, believe it or not, the 70s. Really, rather the 80s.
That's unbelievable.
Every single year since 1986, these two teams have faced each other. The 52nd matchup in history between these two programs, with an overall record of 37-12-2 in favor of the Ithaca Bombers. They come out after a huge win against SUNY Geneseo, the number 17 team in the country, and the energy does not seem to be diminished at all. On the sideline right now, you can see it largely. They're ready to go. The team on the field also ready to go with a new goaltender in net in Abby Cannon. Should be a very fun game, a team defined by their defense, Andrew.
Oh, definitely. And this defense should make Abby Cannon feel very comfortable. To turn it over to the Brockport side for a second here, this team has had a lot of turnover since last season. A very nice finish to the season last year. They finished with a 13-6 record, but I mean, they lost 7 of their 8 top scorers. Only Allison Green back from that group. This group has only 2 juniors and 1 senior. It is majority freshmen and sophomores in this lineup across the board for Brockport.
Bombers get the first possession, and we'll kick things off quickly. Very spread out attacking offense, but you look at what this team is made of roster-wise is Bombers are going to get the possession back. Abby Hennessy moving quick inside the arc. Pass inside as a chance, just kicked away by Mastromarco. Bombers still with it. Just outside the net. Good defense from the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, a lot of pressure early on from Ithaca, but Brockport is not going to make it easy for the Bombers to score in the early going here.
They're going to turn it over. Foul against the Bombers. It'll be the possession of Brockport. You talk about this defense, though. It's been so solid. A total of 3 goals let up this season, Andrew. You look at which goals those games have come into. Only 3 one-goal games. You've never let up multiple goal games. But what's important is they keep on pushing, finding that defense, especially from their backfield. The strikers and their defense have been just exceptional so far, and that's why they're having so much success on that side of the ball, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's a lot of experience on this front end for the Bombers between, not everyone in the starting lineup today, but Ainsley Grant headed into her junior year, Peyton Yonner, the midfielder, into her junior year, a true two-way player for these Bombers. Just so much experience across the board, especially compared to this Brockport squad.
Bombers leading scorer not getting the start today, and Audrey McMahon leads the team with 7 points. Just a fierce competitor on the field hockey field. It's been really exciting to watch her so far this season as Brockport's going to try and make a push. Davis Sanchez feeds it to the corner.
And an interesting note, Audrey McMahon hasn't started a game this year. This has been all off the bench, but makes a big impact when she comes in.
Yeah, and she's been just flourishing as a player off the bench, as you mentioned. This team loves to sub a lot. 7 different strikers they use, and McMahon, as an attacking midfielder, has just showed the athleticism and intensity that the entire team has wanted, including Coach Caitlin Wahila, fresh off of a Liberty League title a season ago. Push inside for the Bombers. Errant pass, can they recover? Close, moving to the left. Iriardi with the chance, couldn't get it.
Yeah, Iriardi right there. Just really good setup for the Bombers. And, I mean, this is just her second start as well. She's had a huge offensive impact, but seeing a bigger role in tonight's action. We'll see what she's able to do for these Bombers the rest of the way.
You look at the roster construction of this Bomber team as well. How different is it from last season? You lose so many fantastic players. Bella McAllister, really the standout one of those graduates. The 2023 and 2024 Liberty League Defensive Player of the Year, was an NFHCA second-team All-American and a first-team All-Liberty League defender. Beyond that, Natalie Descalso led the team in points with 20. Was a first-team All-Liberty League selection. Juliana Valley also graduated. Catherine Papa, Emma Garver. The list goes on, but overall the offense loses their top 5 point scorers. But here's a chance where they can continue to put on the pressure offensively.
Yeah, big corner opportunity here for the Bombers. And, I mean, losing those top 5 scorers is tough, but players in their sophomore, junior years have been able to step up here for the Bombers, whether it be Grant, whether it be Yonner. McMahon as a junior as well, and Iriarty. This junior class is absolutely stacked for Ithaca.
Big chance for the Bombers on the penalty corner. Sent to the top of the arc. Close one coming in. Bombers fighting for it. It's a loose ball. And it goes the other way in favor of the Golden Eagles. 0-1 on corners to start for the Bombers.
Yeah, can't get everyone to go, but we'll have to see how the strategy changes on these future corners.
Schoenfeld sent it inside. Has some space. Bombers relentlessly attacking on offense.
Nice one by Kornweiss right there to get it back into the offensive territory.
Schoenfeld on the goal line. Goes back for the Golden Eagles. Talking about that roster turnover from last season. Coach Wahila talked about it a little bit as a rebuilding year. I mean, those top 5 point scorers in order. Descalso, Valley, Burry, Papa, and Garver in order. And then the next top scorer was Audrey McMahon, who currently does lead the team in points. All of them coming as a non-starter.
But I'd argue that win over Geneseo almost signals that this rebuild has been expedited. I think there's a lot of confidence in these Bombers headed into Liberty League play, given what they've done against ranked opponents so far this season.
Push on the inside once again. The Bombers feed to the outside. Couldn't quite get it. Peyton Yonner nearly on the assist.
Yeah, Yonner, one of those players who has helped expedite this rebuild. I mean, this junior class is going to be even better a year from now, but off to a strong start.
What's made the transition from last year to this year a little easier for the Bombers has been their 2 student graduate assistants, Juliana Valley and Emma Garver, who both apply different knowledge to this team. Juliana Valley being a striker, Emma Garver having been a defender. Chance inside, and Bombers are going to get it. The icebreaker. Ithaca leads 1-0.
I mean, they caught Master Marco off guard there, kind of just rolled into the net. Not necessarily hard hit, but it works for the Bombers to get their first goal in net. Warren Master Marco allowing just 1.64 goals against average, already lets up 1 in the first quarter here.
Mia Woodard with the goal. Striker just kind of snuck in there, able to take advantage of the opportunity and pocket what could be the first of many for Ithaca tonight. 9:48 to play in the first period, and the Bombers up 1-0 over the Golden Eagles.
That was a great start for Ithaca. I mean, offensive pressure all around. It's eventually going to be capitalized on.
Expanding off those student coaches, Valley and Garver. Emma Garver was one of those players in her senior season who really had a huge role when it came to leadership for this team. She made suggestions in practice that Coach Wahila would say, hey, I was going to say that. And Garver just got it out first, kind of saw the future of her in coaching, Coach Wahila said, and was so happy to have her back on this team when she was asked, considering she is, a PT major. She has that extra year here at Ithaca College, and it's just an easy opportunity for these previous coaches, or rather players, to come back and be future student coaches. It's a pattern they're looking to hope to develop for all of these players to come. Hopefully if you have the opportunity for that.
You got to wonder if Emma Garver, I mean, a student assistant this year, but could potentially stay on with that coaching staff beyond that if she enjoys it and the team enjoys her presence, which clearly they have so far.
Well, she enjoys it so far, like you mentioned. She's having a nice time as another penalty corner opportunity comes up for the Ithaca College Bombers. It's Peyton Yonner to send it from the far corner. A 3 at the top of the arc for the Bombers. Here it comes. Hennessy with it. Dodges inside. Backhand toward the net. Chance for Ithaca. Gonna try again. Not quite.
Yeah, multiple swats at that inside, most notably from Ainsley Grant there, but Master Marco is on top of it, and nothing's gonna go on this one. But another chance right here.
Get one more shot. Sent to the top. It's Yonner. Passes it outside. Woodard, big swing. Just inside on the shot.
I mean, a great effort from Mia Woodard there. Just a little bit off base. And the Bombers already with 1 goal continuing to apply offensive pressure. They've already had 3 corner opportunities here. And getting the goal without any of those corners, very impressive as well.
But you look at the offensive pressure that the Bombers are delivering to the Golden Eagles today. This is a Golden Eagles team, 3-1. They're only lost to a ranked opponent, but at the same time, they haven't really been tested. So this could be their first big challenge of this season. Bombers already presenting a threat halfway through that first period, and they're up 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, Brockport, the loss to Rochester was their biggest test to that point. I think Ithaca an even tougher test for Brockport, and the toughest test yet definitely for Lauren Master-Marco, who has only been in net for unranked opponents before this game.
No shots quite yet for the SUNY Brockport Golden Eagles.
Yeah, and an underrated part of that lack of shots for SUNY Brockport is what Ithaca has been able to do at the center line. Their midfield has stood out, just getting that ball back in Ithaca's territory, barely letting Brockport cross that center line.
Coach Mo Ordnung, the defensive coach for this Ithaca Bomber field hockey team, has just talked about how strong the defenders are in both the attacking midfield and the strikers on this roster, saying that some of them are the best defenders on the team.
Yeah, I mean, the
cross
defense
to the middle. Big chance for Ithaca once again, couldn't capitalize.
I think there's an emphasis across the board. Every Bomber in the lineup has to be a capable defender, and they all have been this season, and that is that's part of what makes this team so strong. That's part of what's making them succeed on the national level.
Ithaca gonna lose possession here. Brockport down in numbers, but have got the fast break.
This might be their best opportunity yet.
6:13 now, and Ithaca's still working. Those strikers, those attacking midfielders doing the best they can. As the Bombers still put pressure on offense. I mean, Andrew, right now it's got to be an 80-20 split at least in terms of time of possession.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Bombers have dominated the possession, and majority of Brockport's possession has been in their own defensive side. Haven't been able to get it past midfield much aside from that one fast break that they just had.
Bombers substituting a lot, some new names in there. Not starters. Shaw, the closest one there for Ithaca, couldn't come around with it.
Yeah, Shaw as well as Caroline Folan and Audrey McMahon have entered the game. That rotation of strikers that we've been talking about, Devin.
Yanner putting some pressure as an attacking midfielder. That one sends past the goal line, and Brockport gets it back.
Another nice stop there.
Tough game for the Brockport offense so far. Bombers still going to keep it with themselves. Here comes Yanner down the sideline. Looking for a teammate, couldn't quite get it there. Intended target Shaw. And that goes the other way in favor of the Golden Eagles, but you got to look at the counterattack from this Golden Eagles team. It's not been the strongest to start this game. Still looking to develop and get some offensive chance, maybe just one so far.
I mean, it's not going to be easy. This Bombers team, I think the best word to describe them is relentless. They are on top of just about everything that Brockport is trying to do in this game.
Something that Coach Wahila commended her team for was just their togetherness. It's a we team, not an I team, not a me team, and they've been able to show that on the field. Every single score, you point to somebody else. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. It wasn't just me who put the ball in the cage. And
yeah, already 10 different scores for the Bombers this year. And I mean, that's what you need after a year where you lose a lot of offensive talent. I need the team to be united as a front, and they truly have so far this season.
You know, you lose those 6 seniors last year, and you look for it. Another quick chance for Ithaca. Oh, really close for Ainsley Grant. Was looking for the cross, but she's still playing some commendable defense. This one gets away from her. Foul against the Bombers. Brockport has it back, but another quick turnover.
Grant thus far one of the most consistent forces in the scoring circle for the Bombers, in and around the scoring circle, that is.
After losing those 6 seniors, you kind of get a really young roster compared to what you had before. A very balanced roster as well, which is the way they want the offense. How about Woodard with another attack? Couldn't get it. Diving in now.
But, I mean, this rotation that you're seeing this year for the Bombers has always been a facet of what Ithaca field hockey has tried to do. Coach Wahila rotated players like Yanner, like Ainsley Grant in last year, allowed them to gain the experience necessary to lead the team this time around.
Push up the sideline. Brockport might have something here. They've got numbers. More they stall, they don't. And it goes against them, out of bounds.
Ithaca just keeps pushing back into their zone. Breaking up every Brockport opportunity. Even that fast break fell a little short.
9 shots so far from Ithaca. Compare that to 0 for the Golden Eagles.
Leading in shots thus far, Mia Woodard with 3.
Already has 1 goal for herself. How about a one-on-one? Big shot. Oh, couldn't get it. Good defense, but a corner opportunity coming for the Golden Eagles.
So this will really be the first shot opportunity for Brockport as well. Can they change the trend of this 9-0 shot differential? This will be a good start right here if Brockport can get a shot up or even score and even things up on the scoreboard.
It's Allison Green to send it in.
Top scorer last year for Brockport.
Golden Eagles all around. Big swing. Diving cannon. And it's blocked. Successful corner defense for the Ithaca Bombers. Now just 2 to go in the first period. They'll look to tack on some more here offensively before the end. Pushing up the sideline. Working hard. It's Schoenfeld.
First 2 shots recorded for Brockport after that corner.
Here's a chance. Bombers have numbers. A 4-on-3 if they can keep it up. Audrey McMahon, the top scorer, backhands one. It won't go.
A good stop by Brockport there. Just forming a line right in the way of the shot.
This one could get dangerous. And he leached down there. Bombers keep it going, though. Now lose it. Back and forth. Little pinball action between the Golden Eagles and Bombers, but it's settled with Ithaca. Ierardi down the goal line, cross to the middle, just outside.
Master Marco using her foot there to make sure that doesn't even touch the post. So not a save necessarily for Lauren. Master Marco, a great effort thus far, allowing just 1 goal.
But another corner opportunity coming for Ithaca. Still trying to find out their identity in this process. You look to the East Hill, they've got that one down. Very different between the way both Cornell and Ithaca play their corners, but the Bombers a little bit more freestyle. Rely on that improvisation. Send it in for Ithaca, Brenna Schoenfeld.
This will be corner number 4 for the Bombers compared to just 1 for Brockport thus far.
No successful corner goals for Ithaca quite yet. That could change here.
Master Marco looking back to her teammates. Now turning around to get ready.
Schoenfeld to send it in. Yanner at the top, ready for it. Here's the pass. Yanner gets it past her stick. Bomber's going to have to improvise. Yanner quickly moves in. Backhand, no serve. Once again, Ithaca, not quite. It was Ann Leach there for the final opportunity and couldn't bring it home.
It was a rocket, but Brockport with the brick wall to shut down that shot before it even reaches Master Marco.
Just 10 seconds left in the first period. One more chance for Ithaca if they want to get it. Bombers pushing in. Keep on moving. Not quite. And a final first period score of 1-0 in favor of the Ithaca Bombers. Before we send things to break, let's bring things over to our sideline reporter, Molly Golden.
Thank you, Devin. I'm down here on the sideline, and in the first huddle before we kicked off in here, Coach Wahila told her team, believe that we can execute in front of the goal and stay all in. That's what the Bombers have been preaching all week, believing that they can execute and being productive on offense, especially early, and it's proven to be good for them. They're up 1-0 headed into the second quarter. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you so much, Molly. Bombers up 1-0. We'll send things to a short break here on Bomber Sports YouTube and be back in just a moment for period number 2. We bring you back now to Bomber Sports. 15 minutes in, we've got 45 to go, and the score 1-0 in favor of Ithaca. Devin Jarvis alongside Andrew Roberts, and the third member of our team, and Molly Golden, has your coverage on the sideline. We'll hear from her later in this period. Bombers begin the period with possession once again, but what an offensive period it was for the Bombers. Maybe a 90-10 split in terms of time of possession, but right now the Golden Eagles looking to fight back.
The Bombers also put up the first 9 shots of the match. Now it's 10-2 in shot production.
And those 2 shots for Brockport kind of came in the same possession, just one. That was really their only opportunity all game so far to see what their offense could bring.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, put up the first shot, forced a corner. That was a failed second shot, but then the Bombers got it right back, and back to domination they went.
They're starting this one with a little bit more offensive intensity. It goes Bombers' way, though, left to right, as we see it here from the press box at Higgins Stadium. A beautiful night as the sun officially set the stadium lights here on our surface, illuminating our playing field, and what looks like just a beautiful game.
Under the lights here at Higgins Stadium, and the lights are bright for both squads here. A 1-0 match thus far.
Bombers doing a good job in their defense, just really prohibiting anything from the Golden Eagles. But they, Andrew, might have had less offensive time of possession in the first period than they've already had here, just a minute and a half in period number 2. They're putting it on the Bombers right now more than they ever had to this point this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to apply that pressure.
But Bombers are going to have possession here. Look to get that back in their offensive zone, back where they were most of the first.
Another close chance for the Eagles. Slip it in. Diving cannon. She's got the first block. Another one there, too. Great defense from the first career start out of Abby Cannon.
Yeah,
Corner
Abby
coming
Cannon.
for the Golden Eagles, though. So the work not done yet.
Abby Cannon's made a couple of dives to her right, and that has been the best of Abby Cannon thus far today. Her range in net has been very impressive.
Allison Green sends it in again. Corner opportunity, pushing forward, Pato. Forehand shot, it's free. Cannon ill position. Golden Eagles trying to try again, but it won't be to their fruition. Bombers with another great stop on the corner. And they'll have a great opportunity to bring out their offense really for the first time today. They haven't really seen much possession in the attacking zone, let alone the quarter of the field that is collected by only, right now, Master Marco and the cage of the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, slow start to the period for the Bombers, but, I mean, Abby Cannon right there made a nice stop on the first shot attempt. Bit of a slow recovery for the second one, but nonetheless, Brockport comes up empty.
1-0 in favor of Ithaca as we continue to take you through this one. One goal right now only from Mia Woodard, who had a spectacular freshman campaign. Was top 10 in scoring for the Bombers in just her first year.
Gotta wonder what the words on the sideline were from the Brockport coaching staff, led by Krista Archambault.
Cannon diving out. She's got the stop again. Work cut out for her in the first career start, but she's made it look easy.
Yeah, puts the arms up. Easy save right there. That was a high shot towards the top of the net, and Cannon was ready for it. Kind of rare to see shots that high here in field hockey.
Don't really get them that often.
I mean, Abby Cannon ready for any situation thus far, and again, her range in net coming up clutch.
Maeve Clark's sideline today has been that rock in goal for the Bombers for so long now.
Yeah, transferred here last year, was very impressive in her first season and has gotten every start thus far in year number 2 as a Bomber.
Back a season ago, Liberty League honorable mention. Started 16 of 18 games at goalkeeper with a save percentage of 80 and just a GAA of .82. It's been fantastic to see what she's continued to do this year too.
Yeah, more of the same for Maeve Clark this year. .8 once again on the GAA and an .826 save percentage.
Finally, the Bombers have some life offensively. Looks like that life is short-lived. Never mind. You got to keep it going here.
Brockport briefly pushing that out of bounds. Bombers looking to continue towards the scoring circle.
You know, once Brockport kind of settles in offensively, the Bombers' star attack defenders really in talent come from their strikers as a corner comes for the Bombers. So really where they thrive is in the midfield and stopping Brockport from gaining possession. But Brockport has been finding a rhythm and really are not going to be easy to crack once they get into that quarter of the field where it's just them and Abby Cannon.
Yeah, Brockport started fast in this quarter, but once the Bombers get it onto their side of the field, it's very hard for Brockport to get it back.
Yanner on the corner, kicks it outside, pass underneath, big chance, just inside. Master Marco there once again as the savior.
Both goaltenders have been excellent thus far today. 2 saves for Cannon, 4 saves for Master Marco. Making a big impact. The only goal allowed, Mia Woodard's slow shot early in the first period.
And how about that one? Bombers get another. Ithaca bring their scoring total to 2 and lead by that much over the SUNY Brockport Golden Eagles.
Yeah, no goals allowed so far, but a nice shot, keeping the pressure strong after the corner.
Another one with a bunch in the mix. This time it's Brenna Schoenfeld who gets the goal. That one her first on this season. And she started every game as a defensive midfielder. Now gets that opportunity to mark herself on the score sheet.
And I mean, there's strength in numbers, Devin. The Bombers just completely swarming the offensive zone right there to get that one from Schoenfeld.
Really happy for Schoenfeld, the senior. Bombers not done yet, want to keep it going. Ierardi. Back out to the top.
It's a very junior-heavy team here for the Bombers, but the senior Schoenfeld still looking to lead the way.
Schoenfeld, one of those few integral returners from last year's Liberty League championship team. You know, talking with Coach Wah about that roster, which was so heavily relied on by those seniors that we mentioned earlier, now graduates, McAllister, Descalso, Valley, Burry, Papa, and Garver.
And unfortunately, that team was not able to gain much traction in the NCAA tournament, but, I mean, this team turning around faster than expected. Maybe they can win another Liberty League title this year.
Coach has been proud with the start of the season, had a tough blow against Cortland, but really it comes from the lack of experience in this roster. They haven't really seen those chances in one-goal games, how to defend it, how to protect a lead, or be in those situations in high-intensity games to get the win. That one against Cortland ended 1-0 in favor of the Red Dragons. You learn a lot from that game and then bounce back with a win against number 17 SUNY Geneseo 2-1. Now the important thing is this team is looking to respond, and Coach Wahila now has a new expectation for the roster. No longer is it to be a competitive team in the Liberty League. It's to win the Liberty League. And opponents around this conference have already said and notified them that they are not excited for the Bombers this season. They're a really tough team. They've started out great, but with the expectation now at a Liberty League championship, the goal is higher than that. The goal is within the NCAA tournament to really make the Final Four and compete for a national championship, as the Bombers have once won one back in the 20th century.
Yeah, that would be a very impressive feat for Ithaca, especially after the talent they lost, but a chance for Brockport here. Ithaca has a 2-goal buffer.
See if the Golden Eagles can bring this to just one. Great defense. Trying to get clear, but it's the Golden Eagles who keep it. Now the other way. Bombers have it with 6:40 to play in the period.
So Brockport arguably with just as many, if not more, opportunities as Ithaca this period, but they have not been able to capitalize yet. Bombers with the sole goal in the second quarter thus far.
Bombers gonna turn it over.
It's tied 4-4 in shots in the second. That was a very short turnover.
Brockport trying to bring it back.
A lot of back and forth in Ithaca's offensive zone. Brockport getting ready to take their shot, pushing to get past midfield, but nowhere close yet.
Still from Ithaca. They're going to keep trying. Golden Eagles get it once again. 5:24 now to play in the period.
Nobody able to maintain possession for a long period of time over this last minute or so.
Score still only in favor of the Bombers as pass gets sent there inside the arc. Nothing for Ithaca though. Big chance. Inside. Golden Eagles ball.
We'll see how long this lasts for Brockport. Can they finally break back into their offensive zone?
Pass straight to the Bombers. Costly turnover. Chance inside for Woodard. It goes away. With that, let's send it down now to our sideline reporter in Molly Golden.
Thanks, Devin. If you look around Ithaca field hockey, you see the phrase "all in" written everywhere this season. It's on T-shirts, it's on their sticks, it's on their bodies, it's said in the huddles. It's how the team comes together. It's what they say when they want to get on the same page, and they go from the first whistle to the last scoreboard. And everyone's saying it down here from every single moment. Coaches, players, student assistants, this team is all in. Def, back up to you.
Molly, strong start from this team. How does the energy look on the sideline from the Bombers?
Sideline's electric down here. Good vibes, can't complain. High fives everywhere, handshakes, all the above. Good times down here.
Wonderful. Thank you, Molly. We'll look to hear from you soon. Bombers going to keep it going here offensively. 2-0 score with under 4 to play now in the period. Golden Eagles on defense in their own defensive zone. This Bomber offense looking to increase the damage. They have it far side. Quick turnover. Big chance in motion for Ithaca. Slap inside. Oh, just wide.
Yeah, I mean, that one went right past Lauren Mastromarco. Came from her right side, goes to her left. But as Molly was talking about, the all-in phrase, I think that applies to what we were saying. The goal for this team is to make noise in the NCAA tournament.
That really is the expectation. Coach Wahila has been distributing that to recruits, too. Here, look at the picture. This is us lifting up a trophy, giving us an automatic bid to the national tournament. You know what comes with that, the chance to win a national trophy. Bombers, quick chance again. Great close defense by that back three of the Golden Eagles. Hasn't escaped them yet, though. Chance inside. Mastromarco, good defense once again. And this team really tough right now.
Yeah, the Bombers just consistently putting up shots, and it's been a lot of back and forth for the ball, but Ithaca just not letting Brockport gain any traction. They haven't been past midfield for a few minutes now.
That really the sole opportunity so far. Bombers going to keep it with themselves, though. 2 minutes to play. The score 2-0 in favor of the home squad in blue.
Very briefly, that ball crossed the center line, but back in Ithaca territory.
Shaw on the outside just loses it. Good defense by Kramer. Can she keep it with the Golden Eagles, though? No, says Shaw. Down the goal line, pass inside. Mastromoni with the block. Rather, Mastromarco. But a corner coming for the Golden Eagles, rather for the Bombers.
And you mentioned Autumn Kramer. I mean, that's another striker for Brockport. Ithaca has a lot of strikers who are good on defense, but Autumn Kramer, 2 defensive saves this season. The only Brockport player with the defensive save is actually one of their strikers, so a very impressive two-way player in Autumn Kramer.
Schoenfeld to send it in on the far side for the corner. It's Janner up top, ready for it once again. Those two bend that tandem on the corners. Pass to the outside, not going to be Janner. Push from Ithaca. Quick turnover. Now back inside. It's through. Tips all around. The Bombers get it once again. 3-0 the score in favor of Ithaca.
To put up 3 goals before halftime even comes, the Bombers have got to be feeling good about themselves. The key word here is insurance. I mean, even if Brockport puts more offensive pressure on in the second half, Ithaca has this 3-goal lead that they can lean on.
Bria Shaw with the goal. Let's now send it down to our sideline reporter in Molly Golden after the 3rd goal of the game for Ithaca.
Thanks, Dev. I'm down here, and that play was drawn up off of the huddle. Coaches come around hugging and screaming after each other after that came about. And Bria Shaw, as you guys were mentioning, last year she only played in games. This year she's coming off the game-winning goal against Geneseo in the final seconds of that game. That had also happened to be her first career game as well.
Thank you very much, Molly. Spreading the wealth right now. 3 different goals from the Bombers. 2nd on the season for Shaw, but it's been Woodard, Shaw, and Foley. I think I'm not stopping on the attack, though. 50 seconds to play in half number 1, and they've got another corner opportunity.
Number 7 for the Bombers here. Have been able to capitalize soon after a couple of their recent corners. for their 2 goals in this second quarter. And Bria Shaw with that most recent goal now tied for second in points on the team.
Big crowd for the Bombers. They want something to cheer for. Let's see if they can give them one for the 4th time tonight. 45 seconds and counting to play. Toss in from the far side. Big swing. Another defense by Master Marco. Bombers still close with it. Won't capitalize, but have another corner opportunity. 37.3 seconds to play in half number 1. Bombers up 3-0. Let's see if they can get it. Push inside. Master Marco with a good defense, and that one's so close. Stopped just barely on the goal line. And no goal for Ithaca. Still a 3-goal lead in favor of the home squad.
Bit of an optical illusion there. There was a player blocking our view of the ball.
Schoenfeld inside. Baseball swing, score.
Could call that a home run, Devin.
Ainsley Grant tees one up and gives the Bombers their 4th of the half.
The Bombers goal scored by number 3, Ainsley Grant.
An exciting start to this game for Ithaca. Molly, what do you got?
I've got nothing but good vibes down here, if you want me to be honest with you guys. Everything is just absolutely insane. Same thing that just happened there. That was a drawn-up play by these coaches. Just lots of good times down here. I'll back up to you guys.
Half number 1 complete. The score 4-0 in favor of the Bombers. What a start against this SUNY Brockport team. You look at what Ithaca's done this year. This one of their more dominating games of the season. Beat St. John Fisher in Rochester on September 6th, 5-0. Right now they're up 4-0 in half number 1, looking to break that record. We're not going to step aside quite yet. Coach Wahila joining us before halftime, but you talk about that excitement. Molly mentioned it. The vibes are there for this team. They're excited.
Yeah, the vibes are there indeed. Molly mentioned that all-in mentality, and Ithaca just exploded for 3 goals in that second quarter, Devin.
Now alongside Coach Caitlin Wahila, Molly Golden, thank you so much.
Dev, thank you. Down here with Coach. Coach, what'd you see from your offense in that first half?
We had energy. We came right out in the first 2 minutes, and we wanted to get the ball inside of our attack 25. And once we put the first one in, I think that gave us the confidence that we needed, that we can continue to use the baseline and get early shots off and then work for rebounds. So really proud of the energy that we have so far in the first half.
You mentioned energy for this team. What's the message going to halftime right now, continuing that energy?
Yeah, the message is going to be it's a brand new half, and they're going to make adjustments, and we need to make sure that we hold true to our game plan, which is to execute Ithaca field hockey and stay strong on the attack side of the ball, be poised defensively, and we should have a great half.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Molly. Really appreciate it. A 4-0 score as we bring things to halftime. The coverage not done on Bomber Sports, though. It's Max Raymond and Morgan Spriggs when we return here on Bomber Sports YouTube. Back here at halftime, Higgins Stadium, and it's the home Ithaca College Bombers who lead it 4-0 on Max Raymond alongside Morgan Spriggs and the Bombers. They came out red hot in this one, scoring 5 minutes into the game and adding an additional 3 in the final few minutes of the half. And we open, Morgan, with what has been going right for the Bombers so far today.
Pretty much everything, I would say, Max. I mean, I don't think it has been a perfect first half, but I think it has been a very effective first half for the Bombers if they want to win the game. I mean, a 4-0 score is great. It's been the balanced attack that they've had all year long. 4 different goal scorers have tallied scores in the first half for the Bombers, and I think it's been an overall very well executed game, especially towards the end of the second quarter. They played a very solid first period, but then the second period really ratcheted up the offensive intensity, and that led to the 3 goals. I want to highlight Bria Shaw. She's been on a tear. She had the game-winning goal against SUNY Geneseo, and now Shaw has her 3rd goal on the season that ties her with Audrey McMahon for most on the team. And I really think the Bombers are doing well, and we're going to talk about what's been happening in net, but I think the offense has really been the strength for the Bombers in this first half.
And when we flip it over to the opposite side of the Brockport Golden Eagles, they trail 4 goals, a pretty mounted deficit. However, not totally too insurmountable. What have they, first of all, been doing and going on in this half?
Yeah, well, I think for Brockport to come back into this game, they need to set up more offensively. During the broadcast, it was mentioned a lot about how the Golden Eagles really were just on their back foot, and they were just trying to get past the midline on the field, right? And so they need to set up more offensive possessions and let their goal scorers do their thing, really. And I think that will lead to more success for the road team right now. I mean, they have some very solid scorers. Elise Brady, McKenna Hart, both with 2 goals on the season so far, 4 points overall. They have a very balanced scoring output overall, but they need to set up offensively.
And when we look over at the Bombers, their defense, and we've talked about it throughout this broadcast, and it's continued even during the game from Devin Jarvis and Andrew Roberts, and we see it's the defense for the Bombers. How is the defense executed, and what has the defense been executing that has allowed them to continue to hold possession for so long in this game?
They've allowed 2 shots on goal and 6 shots compared to 14 shots on goal and 20 shots for the Bombers. The differential is very wide in the first half of the Bombers. That's why they've been so successful. In 3 out of their 4 wins this season, Max, they have won the shots on goal differential. And so if the Bombers continue to keep that up, keep that gap right where it is, or perhaps even widen it in the second half, I think they can cruise to a victory here in non-conference play.
For the Golden Eagles, as I had said, they're down 4 goals. What do they need to do and change in this halftime in order to start to mount a comeback?
Well, I mean, I know this is going to sound kind of obvious, but start scoring. I mean, you can't, think about winning a game until you're, 2 goals, 1 goal behind instead of 4 goals behind. And Master Marco, I thought, has been okay. I mean, she had a kind of tough last few minutes of the second period, but when you're facing more than double the shots faced than your opponent's netminder, it's really hard to stop all those shots. So I think she's been okay, all things considered. But again, SUNY Brockport needs to really start the second half, Max, with a fury, right? They know they need to score. They know they need to start chipping into this deficit here on the road. If they give up the first goal of the second half, I think that would be a really bad sign for SUNY Brockport. They need to start out strong, and they need to limit the shots on goal for Ithaca.
And before we wrap here, we finish with Ithaca and their offense. When you look at what this half has been, it's been what you called nearly perfect, but you're always looking to continue to improve offensively for the Bombers. What can they make in terms of adjustments in order to be able to execute even better in the second half?
Yeah, well, I think that the Bombers need to avoid making mistakes, right? Because, I didn't see a whole ton of mistakes in the first half. I thought it was a very clean half, but I think Ithaca needs to keep doing what they're doing. Don't get cocky. Don't feel like you got this game in the bag, right? I mean, you just came off a comeback win against SUNY Geneseo and a tough, gritty loss to Cortland. Just because you're up 4-0 against Brockport, Brockport's 3-1. They're a very solid team, right? They're nothing to, scoff at. And so I think for the Bombers, they need to keep doing what they're doing. They need to avoid the sloppiness or the turnovers that could lead to Brockport scoring a few goals and getting back into this ballgame.
And finally, as we wrap predictions, how do you think this one's going to close out?
I think that Brockport may get a goal on the board, but I think the Bombers will win. I'm going to say it'll be 6-1. I think Ithaca is going to take it and improve their record on the year.
The Ithaca Bombers lead it 4-0. When we return, it'll be the second half. Devin Jarvis and Andrew Roberts with Molly Golan on the sideline. For Morgan Springs, I'm Max Raymond saying, see you post-game in this one.
We bring you back for the second half. It's Ithaca and Brockport, and in this first half, it was goals all around for Ithaca, 3 of them coming in the second quarter. Andrew Roberts back here with Devin Jarvis. Devin, how you doing as the Bombers lead 4-0?
I'm doing great. Bombers are doing great. What a start it was to this game. Great to see how talented this team is already and coming out with domination against Brockport.
This team, so much talent all around. We're going to send it down to Molly Golden. Molly, what you got for us as we head into the second half?
Thanks, Andrew. Back down here on the sidelines, and Coach Bahila was just saying pretty much the exact same thing that she said in her first half huddle. Stay all in, execute Bomber field hockey. They're clearly working for them right now. They're up 4-0, but now it's about not getting comfortable. Continue to execute, continue that power on defense, and get their 8th shutout against Brockport in the last 10 years. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Molly. And that defense has come from so many different sources, whether it be defenders, whether it be strikers. The Bombers are just a team defense all around. And as we start this second half, at midfield is Brady for Brockport. Brockport has possession first. It's in their own defensive zone. It's a goalie switch as Caitlin Banning takes over in net for Brockport.
Number 35, Caitlin.
After Lauren Mastromarco allowed 4 goals in the first half. A rough go for Lauren, but fight for the ball. And Brockport still has it in their own defensive territory. Now Ithaca taking over. It's Yanner fighting for it at midfield. Taken back by Brockport. It's just back and forth we go in this second half. McDonald had it briefly. Bombers looking to put the offensive pressure on and get their first big opportunity of the half with the 4-goal lead. They are crossing into their quarter of the field and approaching the scoring circle. Yanner is there inside the scoring circle. Fight for the ball. Now Ithaca charging forward. And a chance that is wide to the left side of Caitlin Banning. Up high on your screen. And Brockport will take over. Brockport with 6 shot opportunities in the first half, most of them coming in the second quarter. The Bombers had over 20. At midfield, Ithaca still has possession after Brockport had it briefly. Whistles blown, but Ithaca will hang on to it. A high shot now in the scoring circle and goes out of bounds behind the net.
Bombers just got to stay poised here. Like Coach Wahila said at half, it's just important they don't look at this game and take it for granted. You've got a big lead right now. Well, what you should do with that lead is make it more. The game's 0-0 right now in your head. Keep pounding on the offense.
And that's what they've done here. Peyton Yanner with an opportunity here, one-on-one. Gets past 2 Brockport defenders now, and whistles blown. Appears we'll have a corner opportunity for the Bombers. First corner of the half for either side. It's been primarily Schoenfeld on the inbounds for these corners. We'll see what the Bombers go with here. Bombers.
Janner's been the one they like. Let's see what Schoenfeld does here.
Janner on the right side here up the middle. Instead, it goes to the left. Shot up the middle. It's wide to the right side of the net. And Brockport will get possession back. A successful stop on the first corner opportunity for Ithaca.
Start of this one similar to the start of the first half, too. Bombers just relentless on offense, not giving Brockport any opportunities. That's kind of the identity you want to have for a team that's so often kind of described by their defense, how good their defense is. It's been the offense that's been spectacular tonight, likely better than the defense.
And I mean, the defense has been excellent too, not allowing any goals tonight and keeping the possession primarily in Ithaca's favor, keeping it mostly on their side of the field as well. But right now, Brockport has it in their own defensive zone. It's wide on the right side of the field. Ithaca takes it back as Brockport hits it out on that edge. And now Ithaca charging forward again. In the scoring circle. Opportunity, the shot gets past Master Marco, but it's wide.
Couldn't quite come up with it there. Bombers scored their first 2 goals on clusters, little scrums. That one doesn't go to their favor. You got to try and control that chaos.
Definitely. I mean, Brockport has had trouble with those swarms of Ithaca offensive players throughout the game. It was the strategy all through the second quarter that led to 3 goals, ending with the high swing from Ainsley Grant. Bombers pushing back into the offensive zone. And the shot goes wide to the right on a softly hit ball. It appears another corner coming for Ithaca.
Would like to see them just take these reps and look to improve with them. You know, the way it stands right now, 4-0, looks like Ithaca's going to win the game. But the opportunities you get from these corners may not be as often in previous or future games. So take them and learn from them. Develop your corner identity and find a process that you can use that maybe will come in handy down the line. In your last Liberty League game against William Smith, need a big win. Well, we practice these corners. We got a lot better at them because of these opportunities.
Schoenfeld, Janner on the left side this time, and she finds her. The shot right up the middle, saved by Master Marco. Second chance, another shot, and that gets in there. The Bombers with the assist. Schoenfeld scores off of Bolero. 5-0 Ithaca. Bolero got it close to the net, and Schoenfeld finishes the job to put Ithaca up even bigger with the first goal of the second half.
Masterful stuff right there.
Number 30, Brenna.
Does a great job. Bombers now up 5-0 and excellence.
We're going to send it down to Molly Golden for more on what's going on the sideline after that goal.
Thanks, Andrew, down here on the sideline. And the Bombers might have a little extra luck on their sides tonight. That's because Spider-Man is down here tonight. Not the actual superhero, but a squishmallow. I got the chance to talk to Maeve Clark before the half started, and I noticed a little squishmallow down here that looked like Spider-Man. It's because of their mental performance coach, Matt. He brought them to a recent team meeting, and he said it was lucky. It brought them luck, and they all gave it a hug before tonight, and clearly the luck is working out, and the Bombers are up 5-0. Andrew, back up to you.
Oh, I see it under their bench right there. Have they been going back to it during the game?
Yes, they've been going back and forth with it, just hanging out with it. It's been hugs, it's been high fives, especially with Spider-Man. He's getting there as well.
Wow, maybe an assist from Spider-Man after the game. Who knows?
Who knows?
You could tack that assist onto the stat sheet. But Brockport has an opportunity here as they're past midfield. Bombers looking to break it up as they have all game long. Janner's in there. But the possession for Ithaca on what you'll see as the high edge of the field. Now charging forward. The Bombers with another opportunity. That turned around real quick. It's Folan. The pass, Yonner, that's going wide. Brockport has it briefly but hits it out, and the Bombers will maintain possession after a brief loss of it. Yonner's far on the right side. Yonner charging forward towards the scoring circle. Sends it across towards Banning, and the save at her feet. Bombers looking to keep the pressure here, but Brockport has it in their own defensive zone. Yonner breaks up that Brockport possession. Peyton Yonner has just been all over this field for the Bombers today.
Been fantastic so far. You know, while you might not jump off the score sheet, Yonner's just been doing a great job at putting pressure on this Brockport offense and defense realistically and setting up her teammates for opportunities.
Yonner has been on the score sheet this season. Another save by Banning on the Ithaca shot opportunity. Brockport has it back briefly, but Ithaca applying the pressure. And another shot that goes wide to the right of the net. Brockport will take over here in their own defensive zone once more, but the Bombers quickly recover the ball. The shot from back at the top of the scoring circle goes wide to the left. A lot of shots wide for the Bombers, but we're able to capitalize on that corner on the Bolero to Schoenfeld goal.
Bombers been doing a good job at, realizing these corner opportunities sometimes are scarce. Have 2 goals on it this game already. Fantastic stuff facing that adversity.
Folan swats at it, but Brockport gets possession back. Foley dark here at Higgins Stadium now. The lights brightening up this field. Bombers up 5-0. Looking to complete the shutout. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Already have 1 goal in this second half. But now Brockport looking to get it out of their defensive zone for the first time in a while. Ainsley Grant gets the possession back for the Bombers. It's back and forth right around that quarter mark of the field. And Ithaca sends it back to their defense. Abrahamson over to her right. And now Ithaca back past midfield, charging forward, fast break here. But Brockport not going to make this easy. Now Yonner charging towards the scoring circle. Peyton Yonner, a huge impact all over the place tonight, and the shot is a little short there. But it'll be a corner for the Bombers. And the Bombers capitalizing on their last corner opportunity. Can they do it again? Those reps have been helping them all game long, Devin.
It has. They've improved. We're a little slower on the corners to start, but these past couple, they've been very productive, if not scoring, coming very close.
This time, the Bomber to send it in. Yonner's there again. The shot saved by Banning. Another one that Banning is able to shut down. 2 shot opportunities so far off this corner for the Bombers, but Brockport recovers the ball within Ithaca's scoring circle. It's back and forth. Can Ithaca have more shot opportunities here? Another one wide to the left.
Banning, really impressive so far to begin this one. Coming in instead of Master Marco and stepping in there pretty solidly.
Caitlin Banning, more experience overall than Master Marco, the senior. Allowed 3 goals to Rochester, but also an .824 save percentage. That's better than what Master Marco has been able to put up this season. And whistles blowing as the ball rolls towards midfield. Brockport throwing it back to Ithaca. Folan, as Brockport gets possession back, is the leader on this defense here, and Ithaca takes over. Margaret Lansley coming off the bench in this one. Whistle's blowing again as McMahon taps it. And the Bombers will get another opportunity here. Long shot. It's stopped by Banning again. Now in the corner of the field, and it's a one-on-one between Pato. Pato's going to take it for Brockport. Now the Bombers trying to get it back into their offensive zone, but Brockport breaks away. It's Pato on the lead here.
Brockport's just got to push it all the way to the other side right now.
Yeah, if they can get it on their side of the field.
I mean, yeah, that's where they really succeeded. They've been able to keep it there, like you said.
Definitely. The Bombers have also been very strong in keeping it on their side of the field, so really not making it easy. The midfielders on both these teams are the strength. And I mean, a lot of flexible players for Brockport that play a little bit of defense in midfield, striker in midfield. Brockport emphasizes that two-way play, just how the Bombers do. Ithaca on their own defensive side now. Brockport picks it back up and drops it right behind that midfield line. And it's on the left side. Brockport with another opportunity here. Ithaca with the stop. And bring it back up the field. That stops right around midfield. Brockport, those midfielders making a big impact here. And as we mentioned, Devin, the Golden Eagles doing a good job keeping it on their own side.
Yeah, they are. But you just got to bring those shot attempts to come. You're not going to score any goals if you don't get any shots, of course. So
yeah,
keep pushing forward. Find it inside that arc. Draw some corner opportunities if you can. That's really when they came the closest on their one of two corner opportunities.
And you mentioned it's been an offense-first game for Ithaca, but when the defense has had opportunities, they have stepped up big time. No goals allowed. Those two big batches of opportunities for Brockport were just completely diced up by the Bombers.
You know, this game right now for Ithaca, you're going to look back for a fan going through the schedule. Always perfect on the defense. No goals allowed, but I think this team has a higher standard than just what is in the score. They want to keep pushing forward, making sure their defense is not complacent and doesn't even allow a second to breathe for whoever they're playing.
Yeah, they want full 60 minutes of two-way field hockey here. And it's taken over by Brockport. That's Nestor. Nestor, the pass forward. Finds Devine. Devine sends that back towards midfield. Chasing it down is Autumn Kramer. Kramer is going to push that back into Brockport's offensive zone. Brockport has it in their quarter of the field. Approaching the scoring circle, but Ithaca not making this easy. And it is taken over by the Bombers. Just like that, Iarardi sends it back towards midfield. Brockport relentless here. And McLaughlin sends it back into the offensive zone. Whistle's blown, Ithaca takeover. Fight for the ball constantly here. Mia Woodard has it for the Bombers. The pass to her right, and Brockport takes over again. Back and forth we go in this one, Devin. The shot from Brockport, and that's just kicked away right away from Abby Cannon.
And that one, maybe their first shot since the first half, or close to it.
Yeah, I mean, only 6 shots in the first half. Ithaca not just stopping the goal, but stopping the goal opportunities as a whole. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Before we send it to break, Molly Golden on the sideline going to give us the latest.
Thanks, Andrew. Down here on the sideline once again. And you mentioned Brockport really starting to come into it at the end of that third quarter. But youth is on their side for this Brockport team. Their top 2 goal scorers are freshmen. Elise Brady, 2 goals and 3 shots on goals in 4 games, as well as McKenna Hart. She started every game so far. 2 goals versus Juniata, 8 shots on goals as well. This is a young offense with a lot of freshmen and sophomores leading this team, and a lot of sophomore strikers as well. Stay tuned. Brockport could be a force in the coming years in the Empire 8. Guys, back up to you.
Thank you, Molly. I mean, as we mentioned at the start of the game, only 3 players that are juniors or seniors on this Brockport roster, so this is really a charge that is led by freshmen and sophomores, Devin.
Very, very young team. Excited to see what their future holds.
We'll take a quick break before this final quarter of action. We welcome you back for the fourth quarter of action. Andrew Roberts, Devin Jarvis. The Bombers up 5-0, tacked on 1 more goal to their lead in quarter number 3 of action. 3 of their 5 goals thus far came in the second quarter. It was just domination those final 10 minutes of the second, Devin, after Brockport had some early opportunities.
Yeah, Bombers have been doing a really good job at just responding. If Brockport has something going, slow them down, bring it back to your possession, and load the offense.
Brockport's opportunities have come in bunches. Both second and third quarter had a decent amount of time where they dominated the possession, but the Bombers otherwise have kept it in their own offensive zone for most of this game and have not let Brockport pass midfield very often. But Brockport good at keeping it there once they get past, as we've mentioned. Currently, the Bombers looking to get it back towards their scoring circle. It's high towards the sideline. And a shot goes wide to the right of Banning. Caitlin Banning took over from Lauren Master-Marco at the turn of the half and allowed the same number of goals in her first quarter of action as Lauren did. We'll see if that trend continues in this final quarter of action. Do we see 3 more goals from the Bombers?
There's a chance. Right now, Bombers tie their single greatest margin on the season.
Absolute domination from Ithaca. Another shot opportunity here. The swarm at the net that's been working all night, and they'll force a corner at the very least. So no goal yet, but big opportunity right here. Ithaca's last goal came on the corner from Brenna Schoenfeld. This time, Brenna, as she has been for many of the corner opportunities, making her way to the sideline to inbound it for Ithaca. We'll see who receives it here. It's been Yonner a lot of times. This time, it is not Yonner. Instead, it's Carvile. But now the Bombers threatening. Brockport takes over before they can get a quality shot up. But another corner here. And Ithaca is not done yet.
If Ithaca's failing on their corners, they're getting another opportunity after. Just doing the right things right.
And once again, Brenna Schoenfeld will head over to the back line. Yonner up the middle, the left of the 3 there. And it's another shot by Carwile. That goes in. Tipped at the last second, close to the net, but the Bombers with their 6th goal of the day. And we talked about the 3 goals in the second quarter. At this rate, there's a good chance for 3 more in this fourth.
Yeah, there's a chance we see it. Ithaca with their best offensive game of the season to date. 6 goals. They haven't done that since maybe even last year.
30, Brenna Schoenfeld, and assisted by number 21, Ella Carwile.
And it was Schoenfeld with the finish there. We'll send it down to Molly Golden for more.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here. I almost couldn't hear you guys throw it down to me because it's so loud down here. And the amazing thing is that almost all of the Bombers starters are out of this game. These are all reserves, younger Bombers getting over to have their time on the field, have a couple reps, and enjoy it. Bombers are up 6-0 right now. One of their best performances in recent years. Guys, back up to you.
And a 6-goal game, most recently happening against Oswego last season.
That was all the way back in 2023. 6-0 victory at home to Oswego State. Could be more.
And there's another one. Now 7-0 Bombers. As you speak, Devin, you spoke it right into existence.
Exceptional stuff from this Ithaca team. They do not want to stop on offense. They're going to keep it going.
Another swarm there. We'll see who gets credit for the goal in just a moment. But Brenna Schoenfeld on the last one. And this time around, Delaney Swass with the score. That's the 6th different score. Molly, right back to you after 2 goals in this fourth quarter for Ithaca.
Yeah, guys, back down here again. You almost are going to get sick of me by the end of this. But yeah, definitely just so much action from this Bomber squad tonight. So many goals, so much offense opportunity. This is what Coach Wahila has been looking for from her team. Really just offensive power and looking to push. This is the direction that she wants her team to go with the offensive power. And the offensive power they lost with recent graduating classes. This is what she wants to see from her team. Guys, back up to you.
Yeah, and Molly, you mentioned on the last Ithaca goal just how it's mostly reserves here. It's a talent pipeline for the Bombers. This is how these players, and another goal right there on the offensive opportunity. It's just completely falling apart for Brockport here. 8-0 Ithaca, and those 3 goals coming within the first 3 minutes. Ithaca might not even be done.
This is outstanding. Highest scoring game for the Bombers since September 27th of 2016, where they blanked Wells College 8-0. That school doesn't even exist anymore.
Wells College, the last team to give up 8 goals, as you mentioned, Devin. But Molly, one more time on goal number 8.
What you got, Molly?
I'm down here, guys. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulty on my part, but yeah, 8 goals for this Bombers team and some first career goals down here as well for this Bomber team as well. Just so much action. Coach Mo and Coach Bahil have stepped away from their team at that point. It is now the grad assistants coming in to start coaching for this team. Up and down the lines, handshakes, high fives, and everything in between. Back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Molly. And Delaney Swass with her 2nd goal in just 2 minutes. It was unbelievable what Swass was able to do in some of her first major opportunities. And as we were talking about earlier, I mean, these juniors got a lot of opportunities off the bench the last couple of seasons. Peyton Yonner, Bria Shaw, Ainley Grant. But now these younger players like Delaney Swass getting opportunities in games like this. Swass, the sophomore, with 2 goals in this one.
It's great to see this youth flourish, something that they've needed. Big game like this to get reps for everyone around the roster.
Yes, and that goes out. Swass was the last to touch it. Ithaca keeps the possession. They'll send it back in. Carwile. And they charge forward. Now with Gilroy, but broken up by Brockport. Back and forth as Brockport tries to push past midfield, but cannot get that far. Brockport has only gotten past midfield a few times today and typically stay there once they do, but that's led to this 8-0 lead for Ithaca, because Brockport has not been able to capitalize on any of their opportunities either, as the Bomber defense, once Brockport gets past midfield, has been very impressive in just chopping up every Brockport opportunity. It's towards the Bombers sideline right now. Bombers looking to get back into the scoring circle for more opportunities, and that shot goes wide to the right of Banning. Comes from outside the circle. Caitlin Banning has given up more goals in a half of this one than she gave up against Rochester the entire game. Allowed 3 to Rochester, now 4 to the Bombers. That's all even with Lauren Mastermarco from the first half. And the Bombers getting their next generation of talent some opportunities in this fourth quarter. Brockport sends it back towards midfield. And the charge is led right now by Devine. Brockport still has a lot of their starters in. Just looking to get something here. They need a morale booster after what Ithaca has done to them in this game. Can Brockport even get one goal up before the clock runs out? 8:32 to go. And the Bombers not slowing down either. Keeping the pressure strong. It's towards their sideline again. Now Ithaca right on the edge of the scoring circle. Another opportunity. The high shot goes in on the left side of the net. Looks kind of like a golf shot.
Yeah, we got baseball, now we got golf. Just domination from the Bombers. Biggest win now, if the score holds, that is, since 2013 at Morrisville. 9-0 the score of that game.
And Devin, it just keeps going back in time. First 8-0 back to 2016, 9-0 back to 2013. Molly, we'll send it down to you after goal number 9.
Thanks, guys. Back down here on the sideline. Freshman Addie Pike nets her first career goal of her Bomber timeline. And just this bench erupted when they saw Abby slap that one in. Just so much camaraderie for this team. They're staying all in. You're up 9-0 right now with 7 minutes left. Do you think you could take the gas off a little bit? But no, this Bomber team continuing to push on offense, continuing to play smart and execute, just as Coach Bahila says. Guys, back up to you guys.
Thank you so much, Molly. A lot of these players that are scoring now, Addie most recently and Delaney Swast as well. I mean, they didn't have a shot on the season before this game, and now 3 goals combined between the two of them, both of them.
Yeah,
in their first 2 years.
It just circles back to what Coach Wahila said at halftime, right? You got to keep this game as if it's a 0-0 score. Keep pounding on the offense. It's a new half. The one before doesn't matter. And that's exactly what we've seen out of this roster. More scores now in the second half than we saw in the first. Still 7 minutes to go here in period 4.
Well, Brockport's broken past midfield now. The shot broken up by Cannon. A SWAT save. Unbelievable from Abby Cannon. And this time, above her head, the save.
It's actually Emma Hudson in the game now. The sophomore out of Endicott City, Maryland.
This is Emma Hudson's first appearance for the Bombers. Cannon and Clark took care of things the last 2 years. Emma Hudson cracking into the action with the 9-0 lead. With some nice saves from Emma early. I mean, all around, I like what Coach Wahila is doing, giving new people opportunities, because they're going to bring that same fire that the Bombers brought early in the game, looking to score their first goals and looking to make their first saves.
Absolutely. So much depth in this roster that we've seen. And for those wondering about the goal record, could be close, you think? Not quite. Still need 10 more. 19-0, or a 19-goal margin back in 1972. So we've got a little ways to go if we want to get there.
Some of those 70s and 80s Bomber field hockey teams were just on another level. But Brockport has it past midfield. The pass from Marceau. And now Brockport's starting to bring in their reserves. Their bench completely made up of first years. Outside of Jenna Barker, who usually starts, was not in the lineup today. And Ithaca has it back. Caroline Folan with it. Still some of the starting strikers mixing in, as the Bombers have been rotating these strikers the entire season. Folan is in her junior year. First real starting opportunities coming this season. And Marceau has it again. Brockport pushing forward. The Bombers, plenty of insurance, not too worried here, but want to maintain the shutout. Can Brockport score there first? Marceau into the scoring circle. It's broken up. Bombers have it. And Ann Leach with the stop right there, the senior. Her first year with majority of the starts on defense, but stays in this game down the stretch for more opportunities to get comfortable there. Folan has it, approaching midfield, crosses midfield. It's chased down by Jenna Barker. Folan on Barker, it's a one-on-one. Back and forth, Folan charging towards the scoring circle. Could we get goal number 10? And that is now on the right side of the circle. And another corner coming up for Ithaca as Brockport swats at the ball. Bombers looking to break into double digits. Can they do it on this corner opportunity? We'll have to see who Ithaca puts out there. A lot of their reserves in the game now. Brenna Schoenfeld has been taking care of most of the inbounds for corners. And this time it'll be Caroline Folan. Folan has started the majority of games for the Bombers so far this year. Did not start today. Peyton Yonner also out of the game. So new players getting opportunities for Ithaca on this corner. And it's Hook with it. And that goes wide. Bombers still have it in the scoring circle. Broken up again by Banning. And whistles blown, another corner. Bombers, as you mentioned, Devin, no goal there, but when they don't score, they often give themselves another chance.
Yeah, I think they're getting opportunities just to keep on pushing. It's been impressive.
Yeah, they just want to give these younger players more and more reps. Just like reps are important for broadcasters, they're important for the athletes. And the shot up the middle, this time by Gilroy. It's broken up by Brockport, but another corner. It's Groundhog Day here at Higgins Stadium. The Bombers have scored plenty. They've had plenty of corners.
That's exactly right. Feels like history is just repeating itself over and over and over. Let's see that 10th goal.
Caroline Folan once again to inbound it. And this time the shot up the middle, broken up by Brockport. On the left side, it was Marceau trying to get it back, but the Bombers will maintain possession as that goes out of bounds. Brockport with another turnover. It's been sloppy late in the game for SUNY Brockport. Ella Carwile sends it back to Leach in Ithaca's own defensive zone. A lot of the times that this ball is crossed midfield, it's Ithaca just looking for a reset. Brockport only a couple of clusters of opportunities. 3 minutes to go. Will Brockport even score one? It remains to be seen.
I think the Ithaca defense is not going to be happy with that happening.
And, I mean, the way they've been playing, it's unlikely to happen. It's just next player up every single time. Generations and generations of talent developed by Coach Wahila and Coach Mo. And it's at midfield. This time Lansley. Lansley sends it back to Leach. The Bombers just looking to run out this clock at this point in time and keep away from Brockport. We'll see if Brockport even touches it again. Likely they will, but unlikely they have it for long. That's sent way to the end line and goes out of bounds. So Brockport will get possession, but it's on the defensive side. Can Brockport do anything with the ball back, or will the Bombers just swat it away? Yep, that's exactly what happens. Fight for the ball, whistles blown. Ithaca sends it back into their offensive zone. Minute 53 to go. And stepping back to get it for Brockport is McLaughlin. Starters still mixing in for the Golden Eagles as well as the Bombers, but a lot of young players getting opportunities as well. 1:39 to go. A 10th goal would be nice, but 9-0 is the best outing for Ithaca since 2013, as you mentioned, Devin. 1:27 to go. Another shot swatted away by Banning's foot.
I think they want to top it, Andrew.
Yeah, they want to get into that double digits. That just has a nice ring to it. I mean, 9-0 is awesome. 10-0.
Yeah, you know what's better? One more.
Especially with that double-digit total. It's something to brag about. Pato was charging, but the Bombers take it away quickly. McKinnon over to Leach. Leach has been anchoring this defensive unit down the stretch. Reese Abrahamson, the other starter alongside her most of this season. She's not in the game right now, taking some rest. Kornweiss in the corner. It's a 2-on-1. Brockport has an opportunity in their offensive zone, but the Bombers break it up. 34 seconds to go, and time is running out. The Bombers just continuing to play keep away here. They were looking for that final goal, but at this point, they have it in their own defensive zone. They have secure possession, looking to run out this clock. Brockport gets it back briefly. Marceau swatted away. It's back and forth in that corner. This game, 8 seconds to go. Doesn't look like this ball will leave the corner the rest of the way. 2 seconds, 1 second. Bombers win. 9-0, best score since 2013. The Brockport Golden Eagles taking a tough loss, and the Bombers with a huge morale booster. They just beat Geneseo, and now the 9-0 domination. They are carrying some excellent momentum into Liberty League play, Devin.
This is fantastic stuff out of this team. So incredibly impressive. They're bringing the heat each time.
Celebration towards their net for the Bombers. Brockport, how do you think they'll regroup after this one?
I think you just got to look back and learn. There's no losses, there's only learning. Only lessons. So watch the tape, see where you can improve. I mean, a game like this is going to expose all the holes